Yeah, Confused Cat couldn't stick around for very long. I think his grandmother passed away recently, so he's dealing with that at the moment. But I'm sure he'll be back and excited. Back to being his old self. Just have to give him some time. Yeah, it's got to be hard. Until sorta came out, and then it just became hard mode without Monkey Knowledge or farms. Yeah. True. Man, when sorta initially released, she was broken. And I mean, that's generally the case with most heroes, but even more so with sorta. Like, extremely broken. Like, I think at one point, 1 tower chimps was possible. Oh no, maybe that was Adora. Maybe I'm thinking of Adora. Hopefully the birthday one is special for him. Yeah, I've got to ask him about that. Because he asked me if I could do like a birthday stream for him, and I was like, yeah, sure. When's your birthday sort of thing. But I didn't actually ask what he wanted me to stream. Nobody uses Psy now because sorta outshines it by a lot. Yeah. Maybe he just wants company. Yeah, true. True. Be cool with that anyway. I'm always happy to show up and have a chat. Even if I'm not even playing anything. And like, for the most part with these Odysseys, like, well, with this Odyssey specifically, I'm not really playing. I'm just getting the occasional upgrade and then letting it do its thing. Yeah. And Psy is the latest hero, exactly. Psy's the latest hero, and yet people have forgotten about it real quick. Nah, Psy just levels up too slowly, in my opinion. I think that was my major problem with Psy. No, 2 major problems with Psy. The first one being that he levels up too slowly. Right? So like, he can't pop Moabs until like 20 rounds after Moabs, when you've already dealt with them for long enough to be able to murder them instantly anyway. So getting that upgrade is kind of useless at that point. And then the only time Psy is actually useful is free play. when he gets to level 20 and can actually do something for the most part, and even then can't even touch a BAD. Even at level 20. Can't touch a BAD. That was my second issue. Literally cannot deal damage to a BAD with Psy. They really have to nerf Sorta for battles too, because everyone's just going to use it. Yeah, that's true. But I feel like for BTD battles and BTD battles 2, I feel like because it's PvP centered, like it's not just story mode driven or play by yourself, then they pay a lot more attention to detail in terms of nerfing and buffing towers, right? I didn't actually play BTD Battles 1 all that much, I just assume that's the case because generally you don't want every single person using the same strategy. Like what ended up happening with Overwatch. Everybody just used, what, goats and dive? And then they implemented roll queue and then everyone stopped playing because that's when the game got boring? No? Just me? Oh, that's fine. But yeah, when you start restricting certain things and forcing people to use other things, it just becomes a little bit less fun. But yeah, it's gonna be weird to see how they balance heroes in BTD battles too. Like, that's gonna be a real pain to wrap your head around. Because you essentially have to make all heroes even, but unique. In some way. Because no one's gonna want a hero that is only good up until like round 15 and then it turns trash. You know? Like, everybody's playing BTD battles so that they can get to the highest round possible just in case their opponent is just as good as them. So no one's ever gonna pick the hero that gets to like round 5 really well. but then sucks after that. You feel like Battles 2 is gonna be regrow rainbow spam the game? Oh yeah. To be fair, that was a pretty solid strategy in 1. Like, the second that rainbows were allowed to be sent, so many times people got screwed over just because people sent regrow rainbows. Like, nobody had a way to solve a regrow rainbow rush. The classic triple R. What was that? Oh, cool. And like, even in BTD 5 and 6, like, that's where people sort of get a little bit stumped. Is like, regrow balloons, because people unwantingly create a massive regrow farm and then can't handle it. Or just any sort of rush in general. Like, round 63, people get stuck on. Round 78, people get stuck on. Round 55, people get stuck on. Just because there's an overwhelming amount of ceramics. And if you can't handle it, then it's a little bit difficult. You like regrow rainbow spam and regrow zebra spam? Wonder if everyone is just going to use Ninja Alk. Oh yeah, I 100% will. The only problem is, if it's anything like BTD Battles 1, it's probably going to be a while till you unlock the Alchemist. The Ninja they have to give to you pretty early. I feel like Ninja's always a tower they give you fairly early on. But maybe the Alchemist will be a little bit more expensive in the store. So it might be a while before you can do it. You might have to stick to Dart Monkeys and Bomb Towers in the meantime. And I can't wait till they actually update BTD6 and we can start testing out these paragons, because they said it was going to be the next update. They didn't tell us when the next update was going to be, but I assume it'll be, you know, somewhat soon if they're actually talking about it. It'd be a pretty big douchebag move if they're talking about the new update, they're teasing things, releasing little snippets and things like that, and then it's like, oh, the new update's in a couple of months. Once the game comes out on mobile, all BTD6 players immediately can ruin the game for new players, using it as a new free BTD6. True. So true. Alright, now we're officially playing Wait Until You Can Buy Prince of Darkness, the game. And even then, I don't even think you really need to. Because I feel like Crossbow Master could probably solo this. In fact, by the looks of it, we might get through this entire Odyssey using only a Dart Monkey, a Wizard, and Sorter. Oh, and the Sniper. I forgot. I used the Sniper at one point. But that wasn't needed. That was just kind of thrown in there, spur of the moment. But yeah, this is seeming pretty basic. You hope they make custom rounds for Battles too and not just every other round? Yeah, true. That, it would kind of suck if it was essentially just, like, I mean, they really have to do something different other than Heroes to make Battles 2 worth being its own game rather than just a big update for Battles, you know? Like, a massive update for Battles could be the implementation of Heroes, right? And then that would just be one big update. Everyone would be screaming and yelling about it and being like, oh, this is amazing! But instead they're making a new game, and so they've got to bring something else to the table than that. I'm expecting custom rounds, I'm expecting brand new maps we've never seen before, I'm expecting potentially new towers that are Battles specific, like the Cobra, you know? Yeah, exactly, you don't want it to be BTD Battles 2 Electric Boogaloo. 100%. 100%. I'm must admit though, once they get this Paragon stuff out the way, I'm waiting for my boy Balloon Shipper to come back. It's been a while. Balloon Shipper was one of my favorite towers in BTD5. You can't just have it in a feature film but not show it in the remake. Yeah, no, we don't want the sequel to BTD Battles to be, you know, Plants vs. Zombies 2. Like, yeah, people can play it, but do they prefer that or the original? That's a good point. I should probably download Project Eclipse. Like, I've got Grind 1000, and I uploaded my first video on that the other day, but I haven't actually tried Eclipse, and everybody's been ranting and raving about Eclipse well before Grind 1000. So I should probably look into it. Give it a bit of a test run, and then maybe make a part 1 video on it, and see if anyone wants more. Ooh, actually, if we played a Project Eclipse for PvZ2 on stream, then you guys wouldn't just be able to pick my plants for me, but you could also pick which tier for each of the plants. That could be interesting. Because essentially, Eclipse doesn't have the same leveling up system for the plants. There's 3 tiers. There's like the base tier that you start off with, and then tier 2 and tier 3 or whatever. And then basically none of them are better than any other. It's just different variations. So that would be interesting to try out. You'd like to try reinforced regrowth ceramic and lead rushes? Oh, true. Oh no, more apocalypse. However will we survive? You even have like plenty of time to get your placements right. Like, it's really not that much of a rush. Like, oh, do I want my Dart Monkey here? Like, you can probably go for a pixel perfect placement before you speed it up. Yeah, a lot of my friends, when I used to play battles with them, like, a lot of my friends wouldn't pick up on the fact that, like, you could look at someone's tower and guess how many upgrades they have on it. And so I'd look at their defense and be like, oh, okay, they've got this, but it doesn't have camo detection. They haven't bought that upgrade. I know what that looks like on these monkeys. And I'd look at them again and be like, oh, they don't have lead popping power with this either. That's interesting. And then I'd rush them with like camo leads. And they'd be like, how the hell did you figure that out? I was working on that. And I was like, well, it's a little bit obvious to me. Late game is just going to be reinforced ZOMG, DDT, or bad spam. Oh god, yeah. I wonder if they will let us send BADs. They're going to have to lower the health a lot, because you only get half the amount of screen to actually pop the balloons. Like, even if the map is just zigzagging the whole way, you either don't get a lot of room to place monkeys, or you get half the amount of actual track to pop a BAD. Or up the cost, yeah, or massively up the cost. It'll certainly be interesting when it first comes out. And I will make a video on it. I'm not usually into like PvP games, so I'm not gonna make it like a massive series. But I will certainly play it when it first comes out. See what it's like, test the waters, break in a few noobs that have just come back to battles again. It'll be good to try out. See what the heroes are like. Oh, I hope there's some sort of bugs on screen, because there used to be bugs and glitches where like your towers would start trying to attack the balloons on the other player's screen. But obviously any sort of projectiles or things like that got deleted. And so they'd be busy attacking your opponent's balloons, even though they weren't doing any damage to them. Ah, classic. It'll be interesting to see if there's any bugs like that. Hope they will give a benefit for BTD6 players. Yeah, so like, if you're certain... How would they do it though? Like if you've bought all of the XP upgrades for all of the towers or something, you could just get like a certain benefit or bonus, or maybe a new hero instead of having to buy it later with monkey money. But yeah, not sure. Add a code for your account. Yeah, true. I'm just thinking more like you don't want to just give people free stuff if they only have the game, you know? Like if they have the game and they've played for 0 hours and then they get a refund for it right after. You know, you gotta have 2 hours minimum. And then maybe even a little bit more. But yeah, I can't wait to see how the hell these Paragon things are gonna work. It's certainly gonna be interesting because, you know, 5th tier's already seen kinda OP. I mean, you've seen me play right now. 5th tiers can get you to round 80. Even just 1 or 2 of them can. What the hell's a 6th tier that is supposedly all 3 of the 5th tiers combined gonna do? They should have all towers unlocked and at least 1 max monkey plus 2 other tier 5. Yeah, that's true. Something relatively easy to accomplish if you play consistently for like a couple weeks. Although, you know, depending on how long you play for. Just 1 session. The one thing I've disliked about the BTD like 6 and 5 is the fact that you have to reach a certain level before you can start playing co-op with like friends. Because so many of my friends have just been like, oh yeah, I'll play that with you. I'll play that game with you. And I'll be just like, yeah. But they don't really want to play, and then they find out they've got to like get to level 10 on their own, and they just see it as the biggest pain in the world, and I'm just like, shut up, just do it. But yeah, I don't really see a reason for why you can't play co-op at level 1. Like, yeah, I get it, you'll only have a dart monkey, but that's what your co-op friend is for. They can help you as you unlock all your stuff. But yeah, 6th tiers are going to be interesting, because supposedly it's a combination of all of the... It's not an even spread of the work, it's not fair. To be fair though, that happens in quite a lot of games. Like, there's bound to be someone that's better than someone else in a co-op lobby. And a lot of the times that happens with me and my friends, because they don't play this game nearly as much as me, but then I show up, and then they gain all of the monkey knowledge that I have, and just instantly, basically, in their eyes, they get cheat codes. Because they don't have to do anything, but they've got all the monkey knowledge. Difference between being inexperienced and letting the team down. Yeah, true. Alright. Necromancer, come on. There we go. Buy that spot. Oh, this. I wasn't really planning on putting anything there, but sure. So I can put Gravebuster down? Oh, you right. I feel like Gravebuster's gonna become one of those memes with my channel. You know how some channels just have their own little memes? I feel like Gravebuster's gonna be the main one for mine. Just how amazingly useful it is. How it works real hard to kill zombies. And bust graves, of course. You can't forget about that. Although, to be fair, if we ever did come across the level where I needed graves to be busted, I can almost guarantee no one would pick it. Prince of Darkness visibility. Yeah, yeah. Alright. I mean, for now, the Prince is alright. In Eclipse, you can use Tangle Kelp on levels without water. I don't know how that would work, but I like the concept. You know? There's quite a few plants that don't translate well into other levels. Tangle Kelp is typically one of them, because water's not on every map, but I could appreciate that. I wonder how Gravebuster would work without graves. I think it should work how I've been using it. You just sort of hold left click and drag it on the zombie's face. You never place it, but like you just kind of drag it and hover over the zombies and they take like 1 damage over time or something. Something pathetically useless, just so that the game can be like, you're an idiot for using this on this map. But still, you know, a utility of sorts. Perfume shrooms without dinosaurs. Yep. Absolute useless. You have to click the ground 5 times. You can't even place a Tangle Kelp. Yeah. Yeah. No, all they need to change is make it that you can get a plant that can flood the map. And then you can have like massive amounts of water exclusive towers. But like make the plant that can flood the map cost like 1,000. Just so you really have to work if you want it. But it could, ooh, that seems like a lot. I was very close to actually losing that. But yeah, I love this about Apocalypse. You can just kind of restart and go again. Right, what do we need? Let's go with a sniper. There we go. That should fix it. But we'll see. Apocalypse is random anyways. Oh, so like, I could have just retried this level without even placing anything and I might have won. I should put Wizard there. Wizard where? Here. Where we removed... Where we've made this bald spot. Could do. The sniper seems to be a good choice though. He's certainly earning his keep at the moment. In place of the Gravebuster. Yeah, okay. Just making sure I got that right. I love how the ceramic even seems to like slow down. Is that actually a perk of the sniper? Hold up. Is that a thing that the sniper can do? No. Huh. It seems like the sniper slows down ceramics when it actually starts drilling into them. But it doesn't say anywhere about that being the case. Cool. You prefer old Apocalypse non-random because it's around 100? Yeah, that's fair. I feel like races, like you know the stupid races where, you know, you earn trophies if you really want to hardcore grind a map and be a sweaty nerd. Sorry to everyone that does races. I don't actually mean any offense by that. I'm just terrible at them, so I'm taking it out on you guys. But yeah, for the races where you earn like a pathetic amount of trophies, I feel like they should just automatically be apocalypse mode, because no one's gonna be like, oh yeah, send this wave, oops. Right? It should just automatically be apocalypse, because no one's gonna want to pause during a race where time is involved. So like at the very least, apocalypse it. It's the hardest round you've ever seen? Old apocalypse round 100? Yeah, that sounds about right. I just want Ninja Kiwi on like the 1st of, when's April? Yeah. For the 1st of April, I just want them to release like a very small parody game where you play as balloons trying to pop monkeys. I would love to see that. And literally the only way you can tell if a balloon is good at doing its job is by its color. It doesn't give you any description whatsoever. You just have to go with color. Oh, they could make it an idle game, where you've got to like merge 2 red balloons to create a blue balloon and then start using that to pop monkeys. Oh my god, this... I think I've just come up with a revolutionary idea. Right, Elite Defender. It's if you put about round 100 and normal rounds 98, 99 and added with a camo round 76 times 4. Damn. That is intense stuff. This is actually looking a bit intense, but then I remember that it's coming up to, you know, a couple of 5th tiers in a row. So I kind of relax a bit more. Just a bit more. Not too much more. You never want to relax if you feel like you're about to lose at some point. Like that. Paragon usage is free play only. Is it? Have they confirmed that? Or is that just what you assume based off of what we've been told? Alright, what should we go for? Probably something that's good against Moabs. No, but they are all too expensive. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I figured as much. Because, I mean, realistically, if they are going to make a Paragon for every tower, it's like I said, Super Monkeys are going to cost millions, if not billions. So it's certainly not something that you can actually earn. Oh. Damn! Did you see that sword as a second ability? There were so many balloons packed up here that her second ability just stopped when it got here. Like, it didn't even go any further because it reached the pop count. Damn. That is crazy. Oh, DDTs I was not prepared for. Not gonna lie. I should have probably, you know, prepared for them, but I just didn't. Whoops, my bad. Alright, well, worst comes to worst. If we can't, oh no, we should be fine. I was gonna say worst comes to worst, we can just exit, come back, and then sell our... Oh no, we didn't even need to sell anything, but buy like a Spectre instead. And done? Nice. Alright, that was probably the hardest map. Right? Yeah, that was probably the hardest one. Sort of level 20, insta-kill, 999 stacked, reinforce Moabs by her ability. Really? Shit. That is good. Alright, sorta can chill over here. And our soon-to-be crossbow master can chill here. Alright, this is the last map. And we haven't lost a single life. Yes, but it crashes your game. That's fair. You know what? I'll try it after this Odyssey. We'll see. We'll see if it crashes my game. That'll be a fitting way to end. Ooh, we might actually have to go for 2 wizards on this map, because I hate it not being symmetrical. The Dart Monkey's an exception, though, just because he's free. Alright, I want 1 wizard down here, and 1 up there. Fireball. And fireball. See, I like this map, even though it's like 2 entrances, 2 exits. Just because both entrances and exits are running at the same time, or both sides of the track are running at the same time, and there's a good spot in the middle to hit both of them with a single tower, you know? Some of the other maps, though, where there's multiple pathways, it's a pain to hit them both with 1 tower. Or hit them all with 1 tower, even. Yeah, we'll see if I can do it. Sorta level 20, 999 stacked reinforced Moabs. Yeah, screw it. We'll give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen? Game crashes and then I just end stream. Okay. $9,999, or 999 times 4 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 63,936 balloons to emulate. Yeah, I could see why that might be a bit of an issue. Her ability just needs to act more like Size does, where it's just grab the balloon and then it's gone. You know, none of this actually popping at nonsense. We're well beyond that now with our heroes. Just forget about that. We're moving on to the telekinetic, instantly just explode it from the inside. Okay, we might actually need some help with the Moab, to be honest. And these guys aren't really that quick to put their wall of fire up yet. It probably just comes with practice. Pop is no more, just remove it from existence. Yeah, exactly. See, and it's just like, well, I don't know how many people that are listening to this have actually played the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. But essentially, everybody thought when Yu-Gi-Oh first arrived that like if you sent something to the graveyard, the opponent was screwed. And then, you know, you give it a couple years and then suddenly people can bring things back from the graveyard. But then they introduced a new thing called banishing things. And then everyone was like, oh no, if you banish things, you're screwed. And then entire decks became based around bringing things back after you've banished them yourself. So there's always going to be something new and something better. Alright, may as well let these guys pop camo balloons as well. Oh, there was a pretty good beat going on there for a second. And not just the music. Alright. Maybe I'll put a ninja in the middle. I feel bad, because that's like the one thing I've never actually placed, and he's my favorite tower. Go on then. There you go. Plus, you can help us with the Moab a little. We'll get you to a decent level. You don't have an alchemist, which is the main reason why I haven't placed you all this time. But, hey! Cinnamon Muffin! You know your Yu-Gi-Oh! I should activate Torrential Tribute for round 63? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm not up to date on like the latest Yu-Gi-Oh things, but the classic stuff, oof, that's where I exist. Sup, Crusher? How you doing? We're just chilling on the last map of the Odyssey. Yeah, underground medium reverse, 2 to 85. All right, slow it down a little. Are we good? We should be good. We good. Our defense can only get better from here. What am I doing after the Odyssey? I'm gonna test if my computer can handle sorta killing 999 stacked reinforced Moabs. And then, not much. Why is that? Did you have something in mind? Just flood the whole map with the necromancer balloons. Some co-op or something? Ah, yeah, could do. Turtle Duck, thank you for following. You have an amazing name, I love it. Oh, and Crusher, thank you too. Oh my god, I hit 50 followers. I'm slightly successful. Thanks. Couldn't have done it without you. Literally. But yeah, sweet. 50 followers. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And then I think I'm close to 200 subs on my YouTube as well, but I don't know if I've hit it yet. I haven't had a look in a while. So maybe. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, we can handle Moabs now. Much better. You're gonna unfollow me so I'm not at 50 anymore? In my heart, I'll be at 50. In my heart. And that's all that matters. And then I'll proceed to make an account called Cinnamon Muffin 2 and then follow myself. Alright, Crossbow Master should solve like 9 out of 10 problems coming up soon. And come on. There we go. Beautiful. We should be sitting pretty for a while. When someone plays Eclipse, you're like, hey, I'm creating an Eclipse base mod. Yeah, that's true, Clubstep. Do hit me up when you've got the finished product. I will 100% love to play that. You'll get your ult to put me back on 50. Cheers. Yeah, we'll go Operation Startstorm. Why not? You know what? That was a great choice. BFB just came out. You know what, let's... Oh. Why did I put the ninja in the middle? I can already answer that. So it's more symmetrical, but still. Okay, that'll do. I don't want it buffing the wizard. Which is weird, because technically it would be good for it to buff the wizard, but, you know, then this guy wouldn't be buffed, and I'd feel bad. The hero doesn't need any buffs, that's fine. Oh god, why did I place that plane? Now I'm playing the game Find My Cursor. You're gonna Mystical Space Typhoon on the next BFB? Thanks, Cinnamon Muffin. One-shot kill. I don't even think I need MIB. Ninja doesn't need to pop leads because it has to go through a wall of fire. And then Crossbow Master's got leads covered, sorta doesn't, but doesn't need to. Her abilities can do it. And we've only got one primary monkey, so going top path doesn't help much either. Screw it. I feel bad for neglecting my other towers. We'll just place more things. And we can go for weird upgrades. Well, not weird upgrades, but just different ones. Oh, never mind. I'm too poor to afford the weird upgrades. Alright, come on, bouncing bullets. I know I never used you before, but I'm sure you'll be relatively useful here. I'm kidding. You probably won't be. Let's not lie to ourselves. I do like the outfit for the middle path. It's just a little, you know, shit. Oh, I still have to complete that challenge where you have to get all 3 tier 5 snipers in a single game of chimps. It just reminded me about that. And it sucks because you have to get a tier 5 middle path sniper, which is meant to drop cash for you. But in chimps mode, doesn't exactly help you. What do I know about fashion? Not a lot. Not gonna lie. For like the first, not even 12, for like the first 15 years of my life, which is approximately like 3/4 of my life, I just existed in shorts, a t-shirt, and thongs. Or flip-flops, if you're thinking thongs is something else. Yeah, real big yikes. What happened? I realized women existed and that I was attracted to them and that they were put off by what I was wearing. So, you know, when I actually got into like hanging out and into the dating game, that was pretty much the first thing that had to go. Don't get me wrong, it's comfortable. I'm never gonna deny that. It's always comfortable. But yeah, it's just you start to notice it a bit more as well. You start realizing that people are looking at you in public, kind of giving you the side eye, like, really? Congrats on the change. Yeah, thanks. And the worst part too was like nobody told me it was a problem until, you know, I actually started dating. It was almost like they felt bad for me. And they were just like, "Oh, we'll let him be. We'll let him live out his dream." But yeah, I'm much better now. I own jeans and other long pants. Pants? Thinking too much about PVZ. Oh my god, these planes are a cursor nightmare. Yep. See, this is why you place every single one of your towers and get them to a decent upgrade. You don't have to worry about your cursor. You just need the spacebar, number 1 and number 2, and your escape key if things hit the wall. Yeah, I'm wearing plants for a living now. You just get 2, like, massive Venus flytraps, shove your legs in them. Problem solved. Ugh, I shouldn't have said that. That made my whole body shake. Merch when? I don't plan on making any merch at the moment. You never know. In a few years' time, maybe I will. But just for now, not in the market. Hey, Prince of Darkness. Not in the market at the moment because I don't think many people would care, if I'm honest. All right, there you go. That is the Around We Go Odyssey. Very simple, very straightforward. I never use powers because I feel like they're a cheat. And yeah, 200 monkey money, lovely tax shooter, and 50 trophies. So there you go. 5 days to knock it out of the park when you need to.